Did you know that Jimmy Carter had an experience with UFOs back in Georgia in 1969 that was not only witnessed by him, but about another 10 to 12 people, and that Jimmy Carter had filed an official report about it? Specifically, this is what happened. He described the object as very bright with changing colors and about the size of the moon, in perspective from where he was standing. He reported that the object hovered about 30 degrees above the horizon and moved toward the earth and away before disappearing in the distance. And he later told a reporter that he would never ridicule anyone who claimed to have seen a UFO after having this experience. And then during his presidential campaign in 1976, he promised that if he were elected, he would encourage the government to release every piece of information it had about UFOs to the public. But that never happened, and this is why. After he became president, Jimmy Carter was trying to release information about UFOs to the public, but he was being stonewalled by the CIA. He had been pressing so hard, though, that the CIA finally agreed to speak with him about the subject, and this is what they had to tell him. Jimmy Carter was told by the CIA that the major religions, including Christianity, were programs created by extraterrestrials to prevent us from destroying ourselves while they ran their experiments on us, and also that they created us. Jimmy Carter was a very devout Catholic, and this information disturbed him so much that the story goes that he put his hands on his face and he wept because he couldn't handle the fact that everything he thought was true was not. And this information has been corroborated by a NASA researcher, Ed Harris. And this is what Ed Harris has to say. Mr. Harris, a former research associate at the NASA Ames Research Center, had this to say. Yes, the incident of Jimmy Carter crying after being briefed about classified information regarding UFOs is largely believed to be true by the serious researchers on the subject. Think about the implications of this for humanity and deeply religious people, because their whole world is really blown apart by this information if it's true. I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment.